I'm the co-chair for Arsenal GayGooners, the official LGBT plus supporters group of Arsenal. This is my second year as co-chair, and I work very closely with our members and with Arsenal themselves, making the experience of going to football matches for people like myself in the LGBT plus family a safer and more enjoyable experience. The model of ARMBAND wasn't specifically LGBT. It was to do with women's rights, migrant workers' rights, and also the LGBT plus community. So a whole number of issues were represented by that armband, which wasn't even in sort of what I would call official pride colours. They were in different colours. And when it was announced in September as an official thing by the FA, and then along with some of the other FAs in Europe, it seemed to drag on. There was no confirmation from FIFA, and the fact that they left it until about 3 hours before the kickoff of the England Iran game, it was wrong. There was a lot of talk also about, oh, will we allow rainbow flags and holding hands, and that was almost like FIFA and Qatar making a fuss of that, not us as a group, because for us it goes a lot deeper. It's not just about rainbows. It's about the very right to exist as a human being. On top of that, there was this general feeling of, will I be safe? And that was the fundamental question that went through a lot of people's minds. There have been stories coming out of a few LGBT plus fans in Qatar, for example, who've done diaries, and those diaries have been published once they get back home, but they won't identify themselves, they won't show their faces, they won't do video, they won't take any rainbow regalia with them because they're in fear. That's not a World Cup for everybody. That's a World Cup for some, and a challenge for others. So people around me know, because they see me on the screen every time, and they become a bit, they're all, he's on again, but nobody thinks anything of it when a goal is scored. Everybody turns to each other. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are, what religion, we all become Arsenal. Those role models are so important, especially for younger people to see. I'm afraid David Beckham has literally thrown 10 years worth of good work in the bin over Qatar. And frankly, where is he? What's he saying? What's he doing? Has he got some gag clause on him in terms of he can't even speak now? And certainly one of the demands that we had when we were outside the Qatari embassy the day before the World Cup started was that never again should a major international tournament be held in a place that criminalizes LGBT plus people. Simple as. Arsenal GayGooners are coming up to their 10th anniversary in February next year. So for 10 years we've been part of the Arsenal family. And I was asked recently, what do you see the next 10 years being like? And I said, well, frankly, in 10 years' time, we really shouldn't have to exist